crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC, and we're going to talk about BTC on the macro scale. We've been talking about the sell-off since like BTC was at 68 7k range. We said we're going to be dropping down just about like a mid 5k to find a temporary support, but we're going to focus on the the big drop and then the big pump to the upside, right? I'm not really worried about the drop. As you guys know, we've been looking for the drop like since BTC was like a 10.5, so we already dropped all the way down to 4k. We possibly could, you know, drop below 4k, but that's not going to be the big topic today. The big topic is like, if we drop down below 4k 5k area, what type of a pullback we're going to be we could be anticipating within the next few weeks or few months, right? So before we get started, I'm just going to show you one chart. I basically tweeted like couple of weeks ago. I mean, not couple of weeks ago, but over 3 weeks ago. All right, so if you take a look at this chart I'm showing you right now, this chart, it is basically Ethereum 30 minutes chart, right? That was like a March 3rd, right? And then BTC like a weekly chart. I tweeted it, and then I said like a BTC gonna be dropping down, and then I basically follow the same path Ethereum was following on the 30 minutes chart, right? And BTC basically dropped exactly as as we expected it to do, and now we're expecting like a BTC to pump back up. Yes, I don't expect it to go to 20k, but at least for the short term, as soon as we complete the bottom formation, we're most likely going to be getting a very impulse wave to the upside. This move to the upside could break 10k, 11k, or even like a retest like a 12k. So you just gotta be ready. And I'm also gonna show you at the same time like another chart where you can find this structure, right? So if you take a look at it right now, I'm gonna show you the chart really quickly before I get it started. So if you take a look at the chart right there to your right, you take a look at the chart to your right, that's the same exact structure. That's a weekly chart for the British pound, right? So you can see that's the same exact chart, right? Same exact setup, and that's the same exact setup I was just showing you at the same time, right? Right there. Okay, so that's the same setup. So let's go back, right? So if you take a look at it, right, excuse me one second, right? So if you take a look at it, you can clearly see like we made a three-way move pullback. All right, was an impulse, not even a three-way, but we made a beautiful impulse wave to the downside with the British pound, and then we made a three-way move and basically a big drop, right? You take a look at BTC. When BTC dropped down here and then we made a three-way move, I kept telling you guys we're gonna get this nasty move to the downside. We're gonna get this nasty move to the downside. But after we got this nasty move to the downside, most of you guys don't know what BTC is going to be doing, right? Most of you guys are thinking like we're gonna be basically going to like a zero and so on. Yes, we're not gonna go to zero, no, but we're gonna be pulling back lower. But before we're gonna pull back lower, we most likely gonna follow the same path as this chart right there to your right. So I'm expecting, at least for the short term, within the next few weeks, for BTC to give us this move to the upside. Okay, so this it could retest all the way up to like a 12k, 11.5 to 12k, give or take, right? But as soon as we start the uptrend, we most likely are gonna make it a very strong uptrend and basically break 10.5 and so on, right? So let me take a look at the chat room very quickly. I'm just gonna make it a very short live stream. I know we got a lag down, so so basically pay attention to the next uptrend for BTC. As soon as we find we get a support just about like a 4k to 3k area, do not worry about like how low we're going to be dropping after that, because we're most likely going to find a support mid I mean, I would say like a, you know, high 2K to like a mid 3K area before basically pushing to the upside. I'm not worried about like a, you know, basically pushing back up to 7K or so on, because the market is extremely bearish, and we do not have like enough like a volume to we got big volume but not enough volume basically to continue the uptrend. Volume is decreasing, prices are moving higher. It's not a good it's not a good sign, at least for the short term. Hey, what's up HR? What's up day and night? Hey, what's up Wonder Boy? You got some crypto on live stream. Hey, what's up Johnny 20? Johnny Bull. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up Dan Perry? So as you can see guys, I'm extremely definitely bearish for the short term, but I'm not worried about like the bearishness of BTC. I'm trying to work on anticipating the next big leg to the upside, not like how low BTC going to be dropping. Because if you've been following our channel guys, we've been saying it like since December. If you go back and check any of my videos, mid to late December, I've been telling you guys, do not long BTC above 10K. Okay, do not long BTC above 10K. We're gonna get this leg down. Now we got this leg down. We already hit my target of 4K 4200, right? So on the CME we hit like 4200 on the dot. So I'm not gonna be greedy and keep looking for lower numbers like I did right there. Okay, in this area I did tell you guys we're gonna be dropping, right? You guys remember, right? We said exactly BTC going to be dropping, and then we're going to be looking for what, 63 to 57. But we got, price got bought up at 64, and I've been greedy waiting for 63, 57, and I never got it. So I don't want to do the same thing again. I do not want to repeat the same mistake by waiting for lower prices, right? So if like we retest like even like a 42, if price get bought up, I'm okay. I'm just gonna be looking for the next move to the upside and not worry about like dropping below 4K and below 3K and so on, right? So let's keep that in mind, because the next move gonna be juicier. Instead of waiting for like a 1,000-point drop, you can just like buy and wait for the next leg up. Most people not talking about it right now. As you know, Sun Crypto is like 3 months ahead, like of So I try to basically stay ahead of the game. So not to worry about like one direction. And when everybody was looking for like a BTC to go to the moon, I was telling you guys, we're not going to the moon. Okay, we're not going to the moon. We're gonna make this move to the downside, and then we basically are looking great right now, right? So in terms of wave analysis, you're gonna tell me like why we're gonna be pushing to the upside, right? As you can see, within this range, we still been talking about our WXY XZ correction, but you can just look at it as a WXY correction, right? And then we're gonna get another. Let's just do it like this. That'll be easier. It'll be easier if I just use a WXY, right? So we got WXY. Could get this W, X, Y. We could get another X, right? It could break 10.5. Let's say if it breaks 10.5, we're definitely gonna change the count. But let's say we're not gonna break 10.5 for the sake of simplicity, and say okay, we're gonna get rejected again at 10.5. We could get another X and then get this Z to the downside, right? So at least for the short term, that's one count. But if I want to count it as a WXY, I definitely have to count it like this. W, X, and Y correction. That's the only way I can count it as a WXY with a 3-way move pullback. Okay, this is your 1, 2, and 3-way move pullback, and then we could get that's an ugly impulse. 1, 2, 3, and we can get this impulse wave to the upside up to like a 12K or so on to 11.5 to 12.5 range, and then we're gonna get this impulse wave down, right? So this way we're gonna count this move itself as an X, right? We're gonna say W, X, and Y correction on the macro scale, right? At least for the short term, that's what I see, and we could definitely get it within the next few weeks. I would not be, you know, too bearish if like we drop below like even 5K. Okay, wouldn't be too bearish, all right? Because we already hit our target. So if like we try to be greedy, we're most likely going to get a you know, get doomed, and basically could be pumping to the upside, just like what we did back in 6,500 range. So do not be too bearish. I like to draw pretty lines. Hello, what's up? Hello, okay. Hey, what's up, Steph? Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. Steph in our basically premium group, Dan Perry in the premium group. So guys, do not be too bearish for BTC. Yes, I'm short in BTC right now. Okay, I'm on a short, still haven't closed my position. So but at the same time, I'm just trying to give you a good warning, all right? Because the rest of the market going to be very, very bearish. As soon as we drop below 5K area, you're going to be panicking. You're going to be selling your BTC and all that good stuff. It is not time to, it's not going to be time to sell your BTC, guys. Anything below 5K, it is a hold, okay? Huddle it, you know, and then basically accumulate within this range. That's Bitstamp. I showed you on Bitstamp, right? And I showed you, take a look at on the BLX chart, right? Nobody ever showed you the 200 SMA, right? So when I was saying like this is gonna drop down to 4,200, I got a valid reason, okay? I had a valid reason, and I said, watch, okay, your 200 not SMA, but your 200 smooth moving average, okay? You can find it on TradingView. 200 smooth moving average, just like a 200 your sample moving average, but this one is a smooth moving average. So, and I was like, most people are going to be paying attention to the 200 moving average, which was exactly at 5,500. And I was like, if we break 5,500, guys, we gotta find a support below 5,500. And I was like, 4,200 most likely going to support the price. As you can see, we hit it on the dot, guys. So you go back and you know, within the last few weeks, you're not going to see anybody talk about like BTC dropping down to 4,200 except Send Crypto. So right now, okay, it is like March 30th 2020. We basically looking for another big leg to the upside up to 12K. So be ready, and do not basically panic once we hit like a, you know, 4K, 5K, and so on, right? So do not panic. And once again, I'm short in BTC, so it's not like I'm saying like we're gonna be going up right now, okay? Because I'm on a short position, short looking great. You know, most people panicking, taking profits, but I'm just like putting my stop loss because I know we can I can keep it all the way down to like even 5 for you know, 4.5 or 3K area. So I'm not worried. All right, I'm looking good. Hey, what's up, Ash? Hey, what's up, Buzz? B-O-Z-Z-B-O. Ash also in the premium group. So guys, let's take a look at it on the lower degree. On the lower degree, I just wanted to show you guys something kind of incredible, right? It is you guys know I like I like all type of time frame, 2 days, 3-day chart, 5, 21, you know, 30 days, and all, you know, all that good stuff, right? So you can take a look at it on that's a 5-day chart, right? Sometime like every single time frame will give you some hint. It is just up to you to know how to use it, right? So as you can see right there on the 5-day chart, right, we got 2 is the top, right? What happened next? We basically dumped, right? We got another one. What we did, we dumped, right? So you can see just about this area after the 10-5 pump. As soon as we get this you know, engulfing, you know, top formation, bang, we dump. We got another one right there, 10-5. I wasn't paying attention to it, right? But I was telling you guys, do not long BTC within this range. So that's what we did exactly. We dump. we got another engulfing right there at a just about like a 91, 92 area. We dump. So what are we expecting right now? We're getting another engulfing 5-day chart, right? This candle gonna close just about tomorrow, right? I think today. Okay, today the 30th. Right, started like the 26th. So if we close this candle engulfing, guys, we're most likely going to be in trouble. Okay, we're most likely going to be in trouble. It doesn't have to close below the previous you know, candle low, right? But it is okay even if we close like, you know, 59.50, 58.50 is going to be very, very bearish, and we're most likely going to retest at least 50% of this this week right there, which is just about like a 4K area, right? So I wouldn't be shorting it below. If like you're not shorting it now, I wouldn't be shorting it below like, let's say 4K or stuff like that, right? So you want to short it as high as possible, and you keep your short all the way down. That's better, because like I said, as soon as we retest this area, we could spike to the upside very, very quickly. Okay, very quickly we can spike to the upside and then basically start a new uptrend, right? So better be careful. We could be bearish the first week of April, right? We could be bearish even like all the way down to like a mid-April, right? I don't know, I don't do time analysis, I'm just speculating, right? So we could be bearish all the way you know, all the way down to you know, mid-April or so before we're starting a new leg up, right? So stuff like that. It doesn't have to be April, it could be May, I'm just saying. But because like it could be also like a very slow bleed. Okay, it could bleed very, very slowly like this, okay, and go and retest like a mid 3K by June or something like that. But if the volatility is high enough, we can decline like this with a vertical slope, right, instead of this you know, this type of slope, you know, slow slope. So hey, what's up, CK also in the premium group. Robert. So guys, let me know what you think. If you think like BTC gonna pump before it's gonna pump to break like 8K and basically 9K and stuff like that. I really don't see it. I try to study the chart as much as I can, right, trying to see like any bullish pattern. As of now, I don't see it. Okay, on the macro scale, I see it coming, but on the lower degree, I don't see it. Okay, like right now, if I just take a look at, you know, BTC you know, in terms of like a bullishness, I don't see anything. Okay, I don't see anything. But you know, if you give it some more time, like some more weeks, days and stuff like that, we most likely all of us gonna be laughing at the bears, right? So we're gonna be some moon boys very, very soon. But let's see. Okay, let's see. We gotta wait for this 5-day candle to close, right, within the next 24 hours, right? And then we're gonna see if we're gonna be dropping very fast, and then basically find support just about like a, you know, 4K to 5K area. So once again, for those of you guys who just joined, let me just show you the chart I was talking about earlier, right? All right, so that's a chart you know, I've been talking about regarding BTC. That's the same exact structure, and in terms of timing, it is the same also, like because BTC started the bull market just about like a 20 let's say 2015, 2016. You know, we also bottom, right? This asset also like a bottom currency, not asset, but just about like a 2016, and pump all the way up to like 2018, right? May 2018. You guys remember BTC also tap out like just about like a 10,000 May 2018, and you can see the structure we made right there. That's the same exact structure BTC is making, same exact structure. So let me do this. Okay, that's the chart right there. The pound. Okay, so you take a look at BTC, you take a look at these two structures, exact same structure. Okay, not in terms of timing, but in terms of just like a, you know, structures, right? We got this impulse wave down, we got this impulse wave down, and then we got this flat correction, right? And then what we got next, we got this leg down. Okay, that's the same structure we got right there, same exact structure we got right there. Okay, so what are we expecting from BTC right now? We're expecting this leg up right there. That's what we're expecting now. We're expecting BTC to do this, right? And then after that, it's going to do this. So it's going to require some time. It's not going to just pump like in one day. It's not going to pump like you know, tomorrow or so on. When I was showing you like BTC going to make this move, that was a long time ago. So it's over like almost like since when, like a you know, just about even like a, let's see, yep, just about like a February, I was saying like we're gonna drop, right? So you can see it, you know, we're looking for this move to replicate this move also. Okay, so so pay attention to BTC, pay attention to this chart. We're looking good. So I wasn't even paying attention to like the pound. Okay, I was just looking at the pound for some reason, and I noticed the structure, and I was like, man, hold on one second. Okay, I was talking about this structure like over 3 weeks ago on basically a BTC, I mean Ethereum USD, right? On Ethereum USD. Okay, so I was talking about it on Ethereum USD, and I saw it again, and on the pound, I was like, man, okay, this just come from my analysis, right? We're most likely going to be making it within the next few months or few weeks, right? So let's keep that in mind, guys. Hey, what's up, Crypto Takeover also in our premium group. So guys, if you haven't joined our premium group, make sure to basically join my public Telegram group and send me a link, and I'm gonna give you send me a message. I'm gonna give you a link to the Discord channel, right? So you can get these juicy analysis and not basically panicking when everybody's looking for 20K. You're not gonna be buying at 10K, right? You're gonna be buying at 4K. Thanks a lot, Crypto Takeover. So thanks a lot for that feedback, right? So instead of being a moon boys, don't try to be a moon boy. Just go, you know, just go by the chart, right? Go by you know, what the chart is telling you, instead of basically being panicking and all that. Yes, okay, we all are human beings. We're gonna be panicking. We got you know, we're gonna be sometime nobody want to lose some money, but sometimes, you know, you just have to control your emotion, and then basically not to and let the market do the work, basically. Okay, not try to do the work. So you don't want to give the market your money and then basically do the work at the same time, right? Just give it your money and then basically let it do the work for you. So let's take a look at the lower degree once again. That's Bitstamp. We're pumping on the low volume. I don't like that, so I'm not very comfortable. If like let's say if the uptrend was strong enough, you know, I would be a little bit bullish with this structure, because that's one of my favorite structure. When BTC making this hump, I would be, you know, kind of bullish. But since like basically the most recent uptrend we got wasn't that strong, you know, that's one of the reasons I'm not that bullish like on this pump, like from 58 to like a 6K area. So you can see like it is not something like to get excited about, right? You can see, right? It is not something to get excited about. Volume is decreasing, price is increasing on a lower degree. We at least can get this retest to confirm, like if we're gonna be going to the upside, probably get this wedge. If this wedge is successful, we can retest like you know, 62. But I'm not worried about this low move. I'm trying to catch the, you know, the big move, right? Trying to catch the big move, not the small move. So let's take a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum not looking bad, pretty much similar to BTC. So it is pretty much similar to BTC. So it is just replicating the structure we made back in like November, December for BTC. You guys remember when we got the 40% pump? That's a 40% pump right there. And then we drop down like this. It can try to do this, okay? Probably get rejected right there before falling down. So it is the same structure. You just have to find it on the lower degree. So the Ethereum chart I was showing you last month, right, was right there, okay? So you can see it like just pay attention to this section. That's the only thing you need to pay attention to, right? This area, okay? So as you can see, we got this drop, right? And then we got the pullback, right? And then we got this drop. And we said Ethereum gonna basically pump, right? Ethereum gonna pump. It did pump, all right? So if you go back and if I show you the structure again, so that's the structure I just showed you, okay? It did pump. That was like a just about like a March 3rd, right? Just like March 3rd, right? So we basically, you know, it looks better on the 45 minutes. So yep, so that's the same structure right there, right? So basically I'm expecting BTC at least to make the same structure before basically dropping further down. Ethereum structure was a little bit overextended because, you know, it is a 30 minutes chart, but the concept is like we were expecting Ethereum to push to the upside, right? I don't expect BTC like to push to the upside and break 20k and so on, but at least we can break like a 10.5 and try to push back up to like a 12k and so on, right? At least for the short term. So Ethereum, let's take a look at Ethereum on the daily. So Ethereum on the daily is still looking strong, not looking that bad, even though we broke this this structure. So we just got to give it some time to basically manage to drop a little lower. All right, so but it's not looking bad at all. So it's not looking bad, but we're gonna need Ethereum at least to try to retest like a low $100 to low $90. It's gonna be a good buy. Even if we drop lower, you know, you guys know I'm expecting Ethereum to drop all the way down to $40, but we might not get it this time, okay? We might not get it like right away. We can definitely pump back up, right? All the way up to like a $250 even before dropping again. So I would be cautious below $100. Like I told you guys, I've been looking for Ethereum like $80 to $100 since last year, and I've been telling you over like the last 6 months, you know, Ethereum gonna drop down below $100, right? I know we dropped all the way down to 116, and I was greedy also, okay, and waiting for Ethereum to still drop below $100. You guys know, okay? So but we did not drop below. So what I'm trying to tell you is like, don't be greedy, okay? Even if you can catch Ethereum at $100, that's going to be a good buy for a possible like a sell all the way up to 250 and so on, right? So anything like a, you know, below $100, it is going to be a very good buy, because we might not drop all the way down to $40 on this drop, right? It might be the next drop, right? The next bigger leg down from like a $200 or so on, right? At least for the short term, that's what I'm anticipating. But let's see if Ethereum, okay, already bottomed temporarily and doesn't want to break $100 and go all the way up to 250. You know, it is also possible, okay? It's still going to be the same thing. We're looking for a retest, but it might not give us a retest, right? Like I say about BTC, okay, we're looking for a retest, but our target was, you know, 5k 55 to 42. We already hit it. We don't have to hit it again, okay? We do not have to, right? So don't be too bearish right now. Okay, it is 60.30. Let's take a look at BTC. It is pumping a little bit, right? So it almost pumped like 200 points right now. Okay, we just need to not try to like a close above like a 63, because if we close above 63, it's gonna be an engulfing candle, and it could delay the process of the dropping. So the process of the dropping. Okay, so as you can see, most of the time these drops, guys, they don't drop quickly. They sometimes it takes forever for BTC basically to retrace down, just like this move. Okay, we had like a tough time shorting BTC. Not tough time shorting it, but like we were shorting it basically. The thing is, we were just we just had to be patient. Okay, we just had to be patient. Similarly, just about this area, we also shorted it all the way down. Okay, shorted it. This one we shorted it right there and say do not short it below 7K, because I was expecting some violent move. Same thing I'm telling you right now. That's the same thing I'm trying to tell you. If we drop below like a 4K and you did not short it above like a 5K or so on, just buy the dip. Okay, buy the dip. Okay, buy the dip, right? Because the move can be violent, and it can basically knock you out, right? Like and put you in trouble basically. So but let's see. Okay, let's see. It could be like a nasty drop quickly and then get bought back up, right? Because the volatility is pretty high. So let's take a look at 6-hour time frame. I just hate to see like a 6-hour engulfing candles. So I just hate to see it, right? So we got like 2 more hours, just about like an hour and a half before this candle before we can get this candle to close, at least for the short term. So let's see. I just hate to see like a 6-hour engulfing candles, but the volume is low. Even though it is trying to be engulfing, we still haven't seen like a big volume. $60.39, $60.40. Oh, it's stuck on. Oh, okay, guys. Why you did not say anything? All right. All right. Okay, guys, I got it. I don't know how that happened, right? So that's kind of weird. So let's take a look at King XRP. So King XRP basically broke the trend line with a very good 6-hour engulfing candle. We're also moving below the 21 EMA on the 6-hour time frame. So that's a good sign, at least for the short term, for XRP. Bears, right? If you bearish, that's a good sign, at least for the short term, right? So it could try to pump back above the 21 EMA, but let's see. We most likely, we could definitely look for a possible retest of 0.618 to 0.786. if we're looking for BC to drop also, right? So we just got a support just like at a 236, just like BC. Okay, we had a support at 236, which was like a, you know, 60, just about 60 50 in that range. And XRP is also getting a, you know, temporary support, right? So let's see, but I just don't like this structure because that's kind of bullish. This three-way move drop, it is not a good structure, you know. I don't like it. So it has to drop as soon as possible, otherwise it can try to turn very bullish and then basically pump to the upside, right? So let's try to basically drop it as soon as possible. So it could try to make this, you can see like the move we made right there. We could make a smaller one right there, and I do not like it. I do not like it, right? So similar structure. Okay, so we got 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then we got 1 2 and 3. So we just need to do this so we can avoid it, right? So but the good thing is like we below the 6 hour 21 EMA, at least for the short term, right? So let's take a look at EOS. So EOS, as we talked about, right, we were anticipating EOS also to drop. It did not drop below like $2. We were anticipating like just about 1.7 to 1.9, but we couldn't, like we still like struggling to break like a $2 range. Okay, so EOS, the structure you're looking at right now, this is the structure we were talking about, pretty much similar to a BTC structure. We are looking for this move, okay, directional move. So we're still working on it. So can it get a three-way move like this? 1 2 1 2 and 3, and then get this? Yes, it can absolutely make that move, similar to the same structure we made right there. All right, so but I would give it some time, right? Give it like a little bit more time to basically set up the give us a better setup. But as we said, this was a, you know, a bearish setup. So all right, guys, if you guys don't have any question, I'm just gonna call it a day. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin not looking bad. So we got a drop. Otherwise, if we stay too long within this range, we could make a bullish setup. Okay, so which is not good at all. Okay, which is not good at all. So Litecoin, we already broke the trend line. We already got the three-way move pullback. This one could be okay. Let's be cautious with Litecoin, because we can still we got this, you know, three-way move pullback, a small pullback. We can get this 1 2 and three-way move pullback also. So I don't like the Litecoin structure right now. That's also another, you know, possible WXY correction. We could anticipate WX and Y correction for Litecoin. So that's a bullish setup, but that's not good at all, because if we expecting Litecoin to pump to make this WXY correction, it means BTC has to pump, right? It means BTC has to pump. But let's see if Litecoin, you know, basically you know, if it fails to basically break 38 $40 range, we most likely going to look for a different count, right? And look for this move down. Okay, look for this move down. Okay, so if you're looking for Litecoin to pump to the upside, you got a pretty good reason to look for a possible pump to the upside, right? But I'm still basically sticking to my bearish setup as of now, right? And stay with this setup, right? At least for the short term. So link, we talk about a link. It is a good buy if you can get it like just about like a mid 20,000, let's say 25,000 to a 30,000 range. It is going to be a good buy for link, right? It has a structure, not a structure, but it has a trend line. It could try to it could try to retest, and even if we retest this trend line, it is going to be just about like a mid 20,000, which is going to be a good buy temporarily, right? It doesn't mean like we're going to the moon, right? That's a weekly time frame. We could pump back up, right? And then you're going to get out, right? Let's say 0.618. It could even make a very complex correction, just like what I just showed you on BTC. That's a very common like a structure for most crypto. Like you pump to the upside, you drop down, right? You pump back up, you drop down, you pump. Either you can make a low high, or you can even break your previous high, right? And then you make this capitulation move, right? So that's what I was trying to show you with the pound, right? That's the same structure BTC is making on the weekly time frame. That's the same structure Ethereum was making even down like on the 30 minutes, like a 30 minutes time frame. So Link can also make the same structure, right? But we don't know if it is going to make it, but we just have to wait. If we make this one, okay, if we make this a flat correction, we can definitely anticipate a strong sell-off. Okay, but that's a weekly time frame, so it could take like month. Okay, so it could take months. So if you're bullish on Link, you gotta be careful. Okay, you gotta be careful. But I don't see us dropping all the way down to like a 3,000 to like a 4,000 range within the next few weeks. It's gonna take quite a while. It could. Okay, it could. It's not guaranteed. It's not gonna drop all the way down to 3K within the next few days. But to be reasonable, I wouldn't be expecting it. Yep, that's the same setup I just showed you, right? You drop, you pump, you drop, you pump, and then you get this nasty sell-off. So, and then you can expect this one, and then you can expect this one. So, and we could start the bull run from this point on. But like I said, the bull run could last another another 2 to 4 years. So I wouldn't be too bullish on BTC. Okay, I would not be. Yes, you can be bullish, like let's say 4K to 12K, but I wouldn't be too bullish like anticipating like a 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, or even like even 25,000. Okay, so you can be bullish within the same structure. Yes, you can say we can hit like a 14, 20, 14, 16, blah blah blah, but not like a 60,000, 100,000 moon boy is a call. So regarding the volume on the monthly volume, let's see. So you can see the quarterly chart, right? When I talk about the 3-month chart, right? As you can see, during a bull market, right, you want to see like your volume increase. I keep saying it for I keep saying it since last year. Okay, you just don't want to like expect like a market to go on a bull run and you're getting like a lower volume, right? You might not see it on the day-to-day analysis. On your day-to-day analysis, you might not see like your volume increasing, but if you take a look at the higher time frame, you can see even like after we capitulated like back in 2015, you can see we started the bull market with a very big volume. Yes, after the next 9 months, right, we did not get big volume, but you can see afterward we started like a pumping, just like October 2016, right? And if I show you again the pound, right? October 2016. You can see October 2016, November, October, right? Same time frame, okay? Just about same time frame when we started like pumping like strongly for BTC, just about this era, okay? So we started pumping strongly. They both pump all the way up to like basically April 20, December, okay? Let's say January 2018, and they both started correcting down, right? So this one is following a very complex correction. If you follow it correctly, you know exactly what BTC was gonna do, okay? But I wasn't even following it. I just found it like maybe like today, yesterday, I don't even remember, right? I just found this structure today, okay? Not too long ago. So, but if I found this structure like long time ago, I would have like understand what BTC, what was BTC gonna be, what BTC was going to do, right? At least for the short term. But now we understand what BTC is most likely going to be doing. So it gives us like a confidence, a little bit more confidence, like our 12K call. We're most likely going to get it because we called BTC 12K, like after the big drop. We said like be ready for the next leg up. All right, so this is confirming like we're most likely going to be pushing to the upside. So pay attention to your quarterly chart. It is very, very important. Back in February 22nd, right, I showed you this structure on a quarterly time frame, and I said like we're going to be receiving a very, very big volume very soon. So be mindful. The volatility is going to be very high. All right. So if you're not following me on TradingView, make sure to do so, because I showed you like we're going to get a 50% drop, okay, very soon, right? So let's see if like we can find the support within this range and try to break the upper level of the trend line on a quarterly basis, and basically most likely going to get rejected, okay? Most likely going to get rejected. So, and we can look for this move down, right? But volume is still low on a quarterly basis, so it is still not bigger than the initial quarterly sell-off from like January 2018 and March 2018. Okay, still not that big. Still not even bigger than the sell-off we got back in like July to September, right? So it is about the same. We had like 830,000. Right now we got 830,000. That's the same sell-off. Okay, that's the same sell-off in terms of volume, which is pretty good. Okay, which is pretty good. It means like if like we drop a little bit lower, it is going to be a good buy. Okay, it's going to be a good buy for this next leg up. So monthly volume, kind of, it is looking good, but we could have done better. At least on Bitstamp, it is not the the biggest selling volume. Okay, the biggest selling volume was like even back in September 20, the China FUD. Okay, I think that was the China FUD, right? When we dropped from like a 5K to like a 2,800. Okay, so let's not talk about that right now, because we almost at 5K. So dropping down to 2,800, it's not a moon boy talk. Right there, okay, we're almost just about the same level, right? So right, so and even on the monthly basis, I don't see us like retesting the same level on the RSI. I don't see us I mean, we could, okay, this also could confirm like our analysis. Like I wasn't paying attention to it, but you can see like even you see like we're looking for what, a reversal. So even if we retest like the support line we had like since like 2015, we retested it back in 2018, right? December 2018, when I was saying that we're gonna pump to 10K, and right now again we're saying we're gonna pump to 12K, and we back to the same line again, you know, randomly. Okay, randomly, not even like analyzing the RSI on the macro scale. I never talk about RSI on the macro scale, right? But randomly you can see like this also confirm like why BTC is about to be bullish after the next sell-off. So I wouldn't be panicking. Most of you guys gonna be panicking. So all right guys, I'm just gonna call it a day, and yeah, as soon as we get the sell-off, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. So make sure to join basically our you know, public Telegram group if you haven't done so. If you're already you know, in our public Telegram group, send me a message if you want to join our premium group for our daily analysis, price setup, price target, you know, and insight, you know, entry, exit, stop loss, and so on, right? So all right guys, thanks a lot for watching.